Make your way into child's pose when you're ready, and we'll begin here. So take the knees wider than your mat, big toes to touch. And when you're ready, start to walk your hands forward and allow your forehead to start to melt down towards the ground. If the forehead doesn't quite reach, you can take a block or a rolled up blanket underneath the forehead here. And just start to feel the weight of the sit bones sinking back towards the heels. See if you can drop the full weight of the pelvis down. If they're not already, just start to close the eyes, releasing your connection to the external world. And just beginning to arrive onto your mat. Start to connect with your breath. Begin to just notice the breath rising and falling, like the waves of the ocean. And soften into your body. Releasing the shoulders, releasing the jaw, releasing the belly. Start to soften into the heart space as you greet this new day with a wide open heart. So just remembering to take your own time through this practice, modify it if you need to, listen to your body. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in and look forwards. As you exhale, slide your right arm underneath your left, right ear or shoulder, down to the ground. Keep sinking down through the hips. Breathe into the shoulder. Inhale, extend the right arm forward. Exhale, switch sides. Left arm threads underneath the right. Left ear or cheek down to the ground. Sink your hips. Inhale to unthread the left arm. Come up onto your fingertips, engaging the arms, activating the arms. Look forward once more, open through the chest. And as you exhale, ripple the spine back down, let the forehead come back down to the mat. As you inhale, open up once more, send your heart forward, shoulders stay down, exhale to float back down. And one more like this, inhaling to lift up, send your heart forwards, and exhale, come down. As you inhale, walk the hands back in towards you, lift the torso, take the hands behind you, palms facing down, and lift the heart once more. Hips sinking down onto the heels. As you exhale, come back and walk yourself all the way back into your child's pose. Working with your breath as you inhale to walk back up once more, hands behind you, hips down, heart lifts. Exhale, walk forwards. And last time, inhaling to walk the hands back, open the heart, lift the chest, shoulders down. Exhale, walk the hands back. It's time to start to slither yourself all the way down onto your belly. Take the hands in line with the shoulders, come up onto the fingertips once more, activate and energize through the thighs, tops of the feet press down. Take a deep breath in, open the chest, elbows stay lifted. Exhale to come down. Engage through your core as you inhale, open the chest once more, ripple through the spine. Exhale, float down. And last time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, float the spine gently back down. Hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes underneath you, press yourself up into a tabletop position. Spread the fingers wide, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhaling as you lift the head and the tailbone, open the chest, shoulder blades squeeze in towards one another. Exhale, round through the upper back, draw the chin in towards the chest, squeeze the belly in towards the spine. Inhaling, shine the heart forwards once more. Exhale to round, cat-cow pose, carry on in your own time. Either stay with your cat-cow or just start to explore a little bit more intuitively here. You might start to move side to side or to make big circles with the hips. If it's comfortable, keep the eyes closed here. Just keep that awareness drawing inside, noticing where your body wants to take you on this brand new day. Eventually start to make your way back to your neutral spine. Tuck the toes underneath you and then lift the knees as you send the hips up and back into your first downward facing dog. Bending into one knee and then the other to pedal out through the backs of the legs. And then settling into stillness, either staying as you are or reach your right hand back and take a hold of the outside of the left calf or ankle to come into a twist. Maybe looking up underneath the left armpit. Right hand to the ground, switching sides, left arm reaches for the outside of the right calf or ankle, gazing underneath the right shoulder. Taking the left hand down and settling your way into stillness in your downward facing dog. Bend your knees as much as you need to, send the hips up and back. Rolling the shoulders away from the ears as you draw the belly in towards the spine, gazing back towards your knees or your ankles. Breathing deeply. If Ujjayi breath is in your practice, engaging the muscle at the back of the throat, you can start to bring it in now. Making the breath more audible, giving the mind something to focus on as we move through this practice. As you inhale, sweep your right leg high, engaging that right butt cheek, keeping the hips nice and square. As you exhale, bring the knee in towards the chest and softly step or place the right foot up in between the hands. Turn the back heel in and down and then take a deep breath in, leading with your left arm, circling it forwards and then back to come straight up into Warrior Two. Reaching the arms out to the sides, palms face down, look out over the front middle finger. Strong, steady breath as you sink down through the feet. Inhale, flip the front palm, come into reverse warrior. Left hand onto the back of the thigh or calf, keep bending into the front knee. Open through that right side of the waist. As you exhale, come forward, take the right forearm onto the right thigh and lift the left arm up and over in line with your ear for side angle. Inhaling through reverse warrior and exhaling into side angle. Inhaling to lift up. Exhale to come forwards. Take one more like this in your own time. Inhaling. And exhaling. Hold here for a moment. Side angle pose, Utthita Parsvakonasana. Open the torso to the sky. As you exhale, take the left hand down to the ground. Come onto the ball of the back foot. And then sweep the right arm up to the sky, looking up towards the right thumb. Right hand to the ground. Take a deep breath in, sweep back into a high plank. And then drop down onto your knees, take the tops of the feet down. As you exhale, belly draws into the spine as you lower all the way down, elbows hug in and back. Inhaling to come forward into your cobra. Roll the shoulders back. Squeeze the elbows in, Bhujangasana. Exhale to lift up and back. Downward facing dog. Deep, steady breath here. Roll the shoulders away. sweep the left leg high. Exhale, step or place the foot up in between the hands. Roll down onto the back heel. Take a deep breath in, leading with the right arm as you come up into Warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2, looking out over the front middle finger. Strong, steady breath. Inhaling, flip the front palm, reverse warrior on this side. Right hand onto the back of the thigh or calf. Open that left side of the body. Exhale, windmill forward, side angle. Right arm lifts up and over. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhaling to side angle. And last time here, inhale, lift up. And exhale, come forward. Hold here, open your heart to the sky. Taking the right hand down to the ground, come onto the ball of the back foot as you lift the left arm up, looking up towards the left thumb. And then left hand to the ground. Inhale as you step back into your high plank and come through your vinyasa, lowering knees, chest, chin, or hover down through chaturanga if that's your practice. Inhaling through cobra or upward facing dog, tops of the feet root down. And exhaling to lift up and back, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Send these deep nourishing breaths into your body, into wherever feels tight or a bit restricted this morning. Waking up the entire system, the entire body, waking up the mind as well. Look towards the top of your mat, bend your knees as much as you need to and start to walk the feet up towards the hands, planting the feet hip width apart. And then bend deeply into the left knee and reach the right arm up to the sky. Open that right shoulder, maybe look up to the right thumb. Right hand down, switch sides, bend into the right knee, left arm lifts. Opening here. Left hand down, heel toe the feet out as wide as your mat. Heels in, toes out slightly, bend all the way down into a squat. Either keeping the hands on the ground for support or take your hands to your heart center. Anjali Mudra. Drop the hips, lift the chest. Perhaps just closing the eyes here. Keep sinking down. And then hands to the ground if they're not already. Heel toe the feet back into hip width apart. Stepping back with your left foot, drop down onto the back of the left knee, top of the back foot down. Take a deep breath in when you're ready and reach up into a low lunge. Exhale, just ground through the hips, roll those shoulders away from the ears, tailbone tucks under. Exhale, take your hands to your heart center. Inhale to lift up. And exhale, twist to your right, hooking the left elbow onto the outside of the right knee, pressing the palms together to open into a twist. You can stay as you are, or tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, looking out over the right elbow. Back knee down if it's lifted. Hands to the ground. Step forward with the left foot. Take a deep breath in to come into a halfway lift. Come up onto your fingertips, roll the shoulders back, draw the belly into the spine. And exhale, belly to spine as you fold deeply. Let the head go. Inhale, find your halfway lift once more. Exhale, step back with the right foot. Dropping down onto the back knee, top of the back foot down. Inhaling when you're ready up into your low lunge. And exhaling to sink down. With your next exhale breath, hands to the heart center. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow hooks onto the outside of the left knee. Press the palms together to open. And then maybe tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. Breathing here. Hands gently to the ground. Sweep the left leg up and back into your downward facing dog. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, breathing deeply. And then drop yourself down onto your knees. So from your tabletop position, keep your hips high and start to walk your hands forward into Anahata Asana, melting heart pose. Either taking the forehead to the ground, or if you're quite open in the upper back, you can take the chin forward. Melting through the heart, and the shoulders, and the upper back. And then gently take the forehead back down to the ground, hands come underneath the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, press yourself back up into your tabletop. And from here, just start to walk yourself forwards, all the way down onto your belly. Let the right ear come down to the mat, arms down beside you. Let the heels flop out to the sides, the legs completely relax. Just close the eyes and feel the heart beating. And then start to bring the forehead back to center. Bring the legs together, so imagine zipping the legs together. Inner ankles touching, inner thighs as well. Press down through the tops of the feet. Activate and engage the thighs. And then take the hands behind you, interlacing the fingers to make a fist. Press down through the pubic bone. Take a deep breath in as you lift the heart forwards and up. Feet stay anchored. Allowing the arms to lift up and away from the body if there's a space in the shoulders. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep lifting here for one more breath. Gazes to the top of your mat. And exhale, gently release down. Take the left ear down to the mat. Just let the posture go. And gently bring the forehead back to center. Zip the legs together once more. Hands coming behind you to interlace those fingers again. And this time with the option to lift the legs as well if you want to. So taking your deep breath in, lift the upper body up, maybe lift the legs as well. Keep pointing the toes, extend out through the feet. Keep those thighs engaged. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lifting here, gaze at the top of your mat. One more breath. And with an exhale breath, release the body down. Right ear to the mat. Let the posture go. From here, you can just gently roll your way over onto your back. Coming to lie down onto your back. With the knees bent, take the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to fall out wide. Take your hands onto your lower belly. Supta Baddha Konasana. And just breathe fully into the belly here. Send the breath down into your pelvis. Just maybe take a moment to visualize how you'd like your day to look. Qualities would you like to bring into this day? How would you like your interactions with the people around you to be as you move through this brand new day? bring the knees back in towards one another. Plant the soles of the feet down onto the ground. And then hug both of your knees in towards your chest to give yourself a hug. Staying in stillness here, really drawing the knees in as you roll the tailbone down. Send the breath into the belly once more. Keeping length in the back of your neck, no tension in your shoulders. And then reach the arms out to the sides, maybe bending at the elbows if you haven't got the room to extend. As you exhale, drop both of your knees down to the right hand side. If it's okay for your neck, take the gaze out over your left shoulder. Softening here. Inhale as you gently come back, realigning the hips if you need to. And exhaling, switching sides, knees to the left. Take the gaze out over the right shoulder. And just breathe. Inhaling back to center. Take the knees wider than your hips. Reach up to take a hold of the feet if you can grab them. Elbows on the insides of the knees. If the feet aren't quite available, then you can take the backs of the calves or backs of the thighs. Happy baby pose, Ananda Balasana. Rolling the tailbone back down to the ground once more, keeping length through the back of the neck. As you exhale, pull down on your feet. And imagine you're trying to draw your knees down to the ground on either side of the body, and at the same time press the soles of the feet up to the sky. Breathe into the hips. Perhaps just having a little smile to yourself here. Maybe rocking playfully from side to side, left to right. And then bending the knees back in towards you. Give yourself one final hug. Take a deep breath in, lift the head and shoulders away from the ground. Squeeze yourself into a tiny, tiny little ball. And then as you exhale, release yourself fully down onto your mat. And allow the body to start to expand and spread out. Settling into Shavasana. Palms facing up to the sky. Take a full deep breath in through your nose. And when you're ready, release that breath out through the mouth. Take one more like this, a full deep breath in. And exhale to completely let go. Feel yourself just melting into the ground. the time. And when you do move, just start to move gently and slowly, peacefully transitioning into the day. Namaste.